So I decided it was time to rotate the tires on the twister edges. And I noticed on my Deshies, which I haven't worn I have not even put these skates on in years. I noticed a little treat that I kept the Solomon liners from ST9s. These got to be ST9 Solomon liners or something like that. So I'm actually going to see if they fit into the twister edges. You'd think maybe the quality wouldn't hold up, but they seem fine, and whatever. I mean, talk about buy it for life 20 years later. So I'm going to test it out, rotate the tires on these things, switch the laces out. Because the biggest problem I have with this is really the fit. I don't love the fit, and the liner is probably a huge thing to do with that. So I'm going to do that. And here are the dupes. Those are the 5 to 8 dupes. You can kind of see the size difference there. I mean, to be real, these were wobbly, but it's probably got to do with the fact that they were 5 to 8, not the 10 to 13 or whatever. 9 to 13, which weren't wobbly at all. And Batman is out here barking. Batman! Come help Dad. Come on, buddy. Anyways, I'll let you know how it goes. Yep, it rained. Just the size comparison up front, I know you probably hate me for doing a vertical video, but whatever, is pretty significant actually. They almost look like they're 2 sizes up or 1 size up. Definitely in the cuff area. I'm wondering if the lower cuff is not going to actually fit. By the way, I probably would skate the Deshies, but I just can't stand flat heel. I love a raised heel, and that goes back to the TRS days. And Solomon had the same thing, because Solomon had the huge shock absorber. So if anybody has ideas that I could kind of increase that's not too shoddy, I might strap these things back on. Other than that, I'm considering just getting the frames off, the ground control frames, and putting them on something else, like a Razor Colt or something like that. Did you find any snakes? You find anything? Huh? You just enjoying the sun? By the way, I signed up to a meet up tomorrow, which is why I'm doing this. Hopefully the rain holds off. So I popped the ST9 liners in there. Honestly, they feel fine. I'm going to go skate on them after I rotate the wheels here. But, you know, one pet peeve I wanted to mention. Why is it that when you buy skates now, it's like, all right, I've got to buy the skate, but I need to change something immediately. There's never like a skate that exists where you just can't, out of the box, wear it. Never, at least never with an aggressive skate. You always change the wheels or the setup, the anti-rocker setup, or flat rocker or whatever. And then always with liners these days. I know they're trying to combat it, but I still think it's ridiculous to charge $500 for a pair of aggressive skates just because you don't want the stock liner that came in it. Maybe I'm nuts, but I think others would agree. Got the wheels off. I'm going to rotate them. I'm going to keep the middles in the middles since there's only 3. And then I'm going to rotate them from back to front and also left foot to right foot, because the stride would be different on my left foot versus right foot. Most people wouldn't even think about that. Got them on. I'm going to take them for a spin. Instantly, they feel better. Like instantly. I mean, it's not surprising, right? The liner I've had for a long time. I wore it in the Solomons. I wore them in the Razors that I had, and then I had them in the Deshies. You would think that these would smell like ass. They actually don't, which I find odd, but they just don't. Maybe I let them air out for a couple 100 years and that's the result. But Anyways, kind of like the new lace combo. I got everything rotated too. I'm gonna try these out. So yeah, these are a lot of fun. Oh my God, they're so much more fun than the dupes, but it's got to do with the 110s. These things are so much fun to carve on. The bearings are a lot better too. The only thing I don't like is I consider this to be a very stiff boot. It feels very stiff. And I know what you're thinking, oh, break it in. I don't know. I don't know that this can be broken in past what I've got it. So I just don't think that this skate's supposed to be used for what I'm doing, which is fitness skating right now, just through the neighborhood. So I guess I'm gonna have to be thinking about a new purchase soon. It's been on my mind. I just don't know what that is. Do I get some Colts and then use my ground control frames? Try to grind some rails and break my arms again? Or, and maybe get a wizard frame? God, those things look fun, right? Or do I go straight up fitness and not try to do a hybrid method? I don't know. I love y'all's opinion. Just skating through my neighborhood. This is the bridge. Goes over the Hillsborough River. Got some great bumps. Let's go through in this old park that sits along the river here. It's not the nicest park in the world, but it's really not the worst. It's nice and calm. So I might have figured it out, actually. Rollerblade typically makes a thinner shell. And I've just got wide feet, wide flat feet. I can't wear Adidas, I can't wear anything with a high arch. So I'm wondering if that's part of the problem here. Why I say it's stiff. Because I got a fat foot. My heel is killing me. Like it's in pain right now. And it feels like it's kind of in an anvil. So I'm wondering if that's the thing. I just need a wider skate. It's not surprising because my TRSs didn't exactly fit right. My Dirks didn't either when I had those. They always just cater to a normal foot. And the Solomon, without a doubt, at least in my opinion, was catered to a much wider foot because it was built after a ski boot. So maybe that's it. Hot topic right now. You know, it's New Year's. Resolutions are always be healthier. Something that we've always struggled with is just how do you like not go to a bar on a Friday? You know, we don't have kids, you know, but how's that not like a thing? Well, something that might help, which you might find weird, hold on, is when we were in London, something I mean, I used to just talk shit about this. I also used to talk shit about vegans, and somehow I became one. Though I'm a vegan 6 out of 7 days, so don't get your pitchforks out or anything. Something I used to snob at is non-alcoholic beer and liquor, for that matter. My friend's girlfriend back in London, she didn't like to drink alcohol, but she loved an old-fashioned. And honestly, it tastes the exact same. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what's the point? The point is you're tricking your brain into having that moment that you're seeking. And what's even crazier is there is a trace amount of the alcohol in there, because nothing really is truly 0% alcohol, even though they say it. It still means it's point something. Well, you have 2 or 3 non-alcoholics, especially with the beer, and you
even after one. Hard days of work during the week, game changer. Non-alcoholic beer, you had a hard day at work, and instead of having a real beer, because you know you need to stay in the game for a launch tomorrow or something big meeting, just have a non-alcoholic beer. I've just found them to be incredible, and everybody laughs until they get on board. I mean, so much so that in London, they had bars that were fully non-alcoholic as pop-ups that did so well that they're keeping them. They only serve non-alcoholic beer. It was awesome. It was awesome. No one was getting trashed or talking loud as hell. I mean, come on, I don't want that shit. So, give it a shot. There's so many of them. Rachel likes the O'Doul's one. I actually haven't even had it. There's a Budweiser one now. It's 50 calories. That's the other thing I want you to think about. Is you think, well, what's the point? I'm still adjusting the calories. No, you're not. No, you're not, because the calories are almost all in the alcohol. Remove the alcohol, and most of the calories are gone. It's pretty cool. The Budweiser one's only 50 calories. There's a Heineken Zero, St. Pauli's. Anyways, give it a shot. I live right next to the Sulphur Springs water tower. What's funny is now that I'm almost done with the ride, is my right foot feels great. It's loose-ish. And it's my left that's been bothering me the whole time. I wonder if I tightened the skate too much. I wonder if I loosened it, it would be okay. I don't know. I'll hopefully give it a shot tomorrow when I go actually out with this meetup. Unless it rains.